Hey everybody, my name is Nikos Rentas. This is mentorsapproach.com. Thank you for all the emails I've been getting, and I start off every time like that. It's been wonderful to see emails come in and talk about different problems that might be affecting other people as well and similar scenarios. So please do share the videos and do like them and do subscribe. So here we go. This email today is from somebody who is really struggling in a scenario that we're familiar with. It's when things are going great in a relationship, everything is going good in life, and then all of a sudden things go downhill fast. And in this particular case, marriage just went downhill, and he's stuck out of luck, doesn't know what to do, and he's tried everything from what it seems like. I'm just going to give my input on it and what to do. Hi, Nikos. My life has turned upside down and I wanted your input. 5 years ago, I met someone amazing and she entered my life when I was in my prime, loving everything that comes with being young and having a great job with a startup on the side. That's awesome. It's a great place to be. I think everybody should be there. Sadly, things happen in life and we're not there, and we slowly have to build to that. We quickly moved into marriage and we had a boy 2 years later. About 6 months later, so 6 months after, the problem started. She was a totally different person. She made my life a living hell as things were tough at work, lost money on a failed venture, and not at home as much with the baby. Double she had a problem with everything I did, and everything she loved about me turned into hatred for it. That is not good. That's ugly. I am into 3 years of this shit, and after counseling failing, she decided to ask for a divorce. Soon after, she started going out with this guy, and she is saying he is nothing, but her sister told me she is separated and can do what she wants. She added that she has done this before and you can't stop her. That is, that's heartbreaking to hear. And the divorce is looking ugly, and I am stuck on what to do. I still love her and want things to work out. All right, some of the stuff that's signifying where you're at right now is telling me that you loving her and wanting the marriage to work out is not your priority. This is all about figuring out what your priorities are. Right now, what I'm seeing is that somebody is in your life that you love, that's married, and your professional life, your personal side of things is falling apart, not just with her, but with everything. You commented about, your job having it being tough at work. What does that really mean? Are you in a position where you want to be? Are you in a career you want to be? Are you doing the things you want to be doing with your life on that aspect? A venture failing is a big thing. Depending on how much money you lost, that could really affect you, and it could affect your wife and the marriage, and it could affect the whole thing of what she sees and what she sees of you, and how you've reacted to it can really affect what she sees in who you are. So all those things that she fell in love with, you might have stopped doing them right off the bat, maybe in that second year there. You might have just stopped doing it all like right when you met her, but things were moving and she was like, okay, he's working, he's doing this, he's moving forward. Where are you mentally on a personal level, excluding, taking away the family life? Are you where you want to be? Because if you're not where you want to be, there's nothing that's going to make her happy to be around you. Okay? Quite frankly, when I'm reading this email and I'm seeing that, she's going out with another guy, she's saying I'm separated. I've never understood the concept of people that say I'm separated, so now I can go fuck whoever I want and date whoever I want and, get in another relationship. You're still married, and everybody I've been coaching on a relationship level who is in a situation where they're dating somebody who's separated is not in a happy situation, because that story has not ended. And it's just one of those things where you got to be really like, and this is for all the people that are dating somebody who's separated. They're not divorced. Nothing's concrete. So you're going to look at yourself 5 years down the road and say, yeah, I made a good decision because she, or he ended up divorcing and now we're together. Or they might be, oh, I can't get the divorce going. Oh, he's fighting me on this. Oh, this is, oh, that, this, that. And it's a constant struggle. And then you're sitting there as an option. It's a horrible place to be in, so be careful with it. I'm not knocking it. People are doing it. Like, for me personally, my experience with it has never played out right, and all the people I've been coaching on it, it's been a very tough thing to watch and listen and try to coach them through it. Her sister supporting her, she's enabling her in this, and from her saying she's done it before, that for me clicks into a narcissistic tendency. I'm not saying she's a narcissist. That's a narcissistic tendency. And if somebody has done something, remember, patterns repeat themselves. All you need to do is follow someone's patterns. You really need to, before you jump into another marriage, or anybody out there before you jump into something that's concrete, long term, you need to sit there and say, where have you been? What are your patterns? Let me really get to know you before I do anything crazy like get married and then have to deal with divorce with a child. And the child is going to be the victim out of this, because now the child at the end of the day is not in a happy marriage. And the child understands it. Don't think of it in any other way. Okay, the child understands what's going on. The child knows that you guys are constantly fighting. It knows that this isn't a happy marriage, and now it's creating future tendencies. It's creating future values based on what your marriage looks like. It's really bad for the child. It's a bad environment to be in. And when somebody's done this before, the chances are you're gonna follow the same pattern she did then, and coming off like a really an extreme level of a narcissist, I can tell you, like, from that experience, they repeat to the T. You could put this on a chart and you can repeat the timelines of when everything happened. And, this might not be the case of full that route, but when somebody's knocking you down for the things they loved, they came to the point where they crossed over and, they fell in love with it, but then they couldn't, accept the fact that they couldn't live up to what you're doing. It's one of the different things that you can really say about this. And then they start changing because they're not getting the value they were getting. And you're basically just turning into a doormat, and you don't want to be a doormat. And I know you're saying I love her and I want to see things work out, but that is very, very, very dangerously low on an attraction level for what she has towards you. The love level is gone. The respect value that you have, okay, or that she has for you is zero. You trying to get her to love you the way you are right now, no matter what you do, will just cause you more heartaches. And what I would be suggesting to you right now is look at your whole situation and say to yourself, all right, that's that. I'm going to just accept it for now. I want to work on the future, but I need to fix myself up. And you got to look at yourself and you got to say, and I say this in every video where the relationship is concerned and it's not going good. Is your job, is your career where you want it to be? Okay. Is your body where you want it? Are you happy with how you look? Have you let loose a little bit? Are you doing the things that you've always wanted to do? I dated a girl once and I wanted to go to the beach. I love the beach. And she loved the beach when I met her. And then all of a sudden, go by yourself. Well, what the fuck? Like what? Like we're not together? Well, I just don't feel like going. And that turned into, months and months of her not wanting to go. And then all of a sudden, well, I don't like the beach. I just did it because I liked you and I wanted to go. And she'd give me some stupid excuse. And that's the point where you're like, okay, this isn't working out for me because we're together. We should be doing stuff together. I don't want to be laying on the beach by myself and, not being able to go talk to other girls and have a great time and enjoy my life and just be by myself. Why am I in a relationship? I want to be there with you and having fun, or else I could be single doing all that stuff. So we got to look at it in those terms, and you got to look at it for you. What's good for you right now? Because that will translate into what's good for your child. And if you are in a place where your job isn't where you want to be, go look for something new. Go find something that's going to be happy for you and get into that role. Okay, let the divorce continue. Let everything happen. By the looks of it, you won't be going through a full-blown divorce. And it's going to be done like this. It's going to be pulled and, it's going to go for a long time. Go enjoy yourself. Go to the gym. Find what you love to do because you need to reestablish where your life purpose is. What is it that you love to do. Go find that. Start hanging out with your friends again. Go out and make new friends. Find people around you that are going to pump you up and make you feel good for yourself, because you're in a bad place, and when you come home, you're going to see that bad place. There's nothing worse than being an option. And then, she's just flaunting around, oh, look, and she'll bring stuff up to piss you off so you can get angry and fight for her and try to get her back. Leave it. Let that relationship be for now. Do not entertain it. And quite frankly, you could go no contact on this one. It will help you dearly. Okay, you can go no contact. Only talk to her for things that are a matter of your child. Okay, and the bills have to be paid while she's there. Maybe even move out. You're separated. I would be moving out, and it might be tough with money or whatever. But I would be inclined to advise that. I don't know the details of your story, but what you've given me, I would be moving out. I would not be involved with that. I would say, I'm going to come see my child on these days. While I move out, I'll pay, we're still paying for the bills until we get divorced, blah, 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 blah. Make it all fair. Watch her fight for it. If she does fight for it, there's something wrong there. And start off moving forward so you can become back to the person you were before you met her. That happy person full of life. Maybe you want to start another venture. You learned some mistakes here, and go jump in another venture. Maybe you'll find some good people out there when you go networking. Go find a whole bunch of, go to meetup.com and just on the app and just look up every place you could go to network, and go find opportunities to make yourself feel better. And you know what? The relationship, she's going to see changes, but you're not doing them for her. You're doing them for you, and you're doing them for your child. And your child's the most important person right now. And quite frankly, you going out and making yourself a better person will give your child something that they can look up to. And this is what I all parents I talk to, your kids need to look up to somebody, and it's you. So if you're not happy with your life, that's the mentality they're going to have for the rest of their lives. And that's not what we want. We want this happy guy who's going to be out there living his life purpose. And once you see that forming, what you'll see is a divorce go quicker, it'll go better, or she's going to come back and want to make things better. And that's where you reestablish your boundaries. That's where you say, listen, I've been going to the gym. I love going to the gym. I feel great at the gym. So I'm going to continue that. Please don't interrupt my gym. Okay? That hour, you will negotiate what hour you're going to be going. I need to go networking, so you need to take care of the child. And you can't get angry because I'm bringing this money into it because I'm doing this. Gauge it. Make these boundaries, because right now what it sounds like is that you're a doormat. You're getting stepped on all over, and that takes its toll. And after 3 years, 3 years of that, of feeling like garbage, man, the things that you were great at turned into, wow, you suck at them, and I hated them, but I loved them then, but now I don't. That doesn't make any sense. Most people like those qualities, that attraction, from the get-go, and they stick with it. So if I'm with a girl that I've met and I like certain aspects, like her commitment to succeed, her willingness to and her desire to find new things and all that, and she keeps doing that 5 years, 10 years down the road, do you think that's going to change? I mean, you go, oh, fuck, she's off to doing something again. Blah. No, it's not. That's what I like. Look at it from that perspective. Women are the same way in that respect, and you can't. There's something wrong there, and quite frankly, you got to look at your value and where you value yourself. Go back to the gym. Go out networking, find a new purpose, find a job you love to do, maybe jump into a startup and get going on a startup, and watch everything else trickle out, and play itself out. You have no control right now over what's happening in the situation with your wife. Your wife is in that, I'm separated, I'm going to go fuck around, I'm going to enjoy my life. Why? Because she doesn't respect you, she doesn't love you. And there's no love, there's no respect. Patterns repeat themselves, and you're being told by your sister that patterns are repeating themselves. All you need to do is pick up the phone and ask a couple of her friends, older friends that she's been around, what actually happened and how do I fix this thing? Like, can you help me? Her sister said this. Can you help me? And they'll tell you. They'll straight up tell you, like, hey, this and this happened. You're going in the same direction. What do you do to change that? Do what I've told you to do. Find your purpose. You don't need to even worry about doing all that, but I know people will go do that. And you know what? Forget about social media. Forget about checking her account. Forget about checking everything that she's doing. Focus on you. Focus on being the better you. And I would really, you're in a state where I would not even be going out to start dating. I would just focus on those things and watch women come to you because you're the happy person again. You're that person that everybody loves to be around. And once that happens, you will see more people coming into your life, and then you'll have that moment where, hey, I'm awesome, and this girl is just talking to me, and I want to go on a date with her. Or your wife's going to come back and be like, you know what, I made a mistake. I've seen your changes. I want to work with you on this. And that's where you can actually create a marriage with boundaries that will create growth and love. And you'll have a child that's super happy and will actually be able to grow up into somebody who treats women, okay, with respect and dignity and love. And that's the whole point of having a family and growing together. And that's what you want to strive for. Don't focus on what she's doing. Focus on you, right? And if you need a coach call, please get on the website, mentorsapproach.com, book an appointment, and we can spend a whole hour talking about the details of what you're going through and what we can set up to move forward, what habits we can change immediately, what we can start looking for a different direction in your life, and what you can do to actually minimize that pain you're going through, because I know the pain you're going through. And when I get on client calls, we try to minimize that threshold of pain. Increase the threshold of pain and decrease the pain level so you can feel stronger and more valued, appreciated of yourself, so you can go do all the things you need to do in order to have a happy life and a happy life for that child. Okay, and again, Nikos Rentas here, mentorsapproach.com. Thank you.